Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Subaru in Ewing, New Jersey. Check out this brand new 2025 Subaru Forester. This is the premium trim. The color here is crimson red pearl paint. We have the cloth interior, fabric interior on the premium trim. Got some options on this one, which drives up the price a little bit. But if you're looking for a Forester, do you go with the gas only, or do you go with this hybrid trim to get some better MPGs? You can let me know as we go through this vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of this Forester hybrid in the crimson red pearl paint, we have LED daytime running lamps, LED headlights, LED fog lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals. So I do like the LED action on the headlights and the fog lamps. Up top, we're going to have a dark gray plastic trim rather than gloss black, which I think kind of looks good against this red color. And then we're going to have flat black down on the bottom of the front bumper. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package on this Forester hybrid, it is an 18-inch aluminum alloy wheel, Subaru badge on the center cap. Now, these wheels are wrapped in Falcon all-season tires, 225 on the width of 55 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, symmetrical all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is that crimson red pearl paint with the flat black accents. There's no chrome on the vehicle except for the silver on the wheels. 8.7 inches of minimum ground clearance. Now, coming on in, we have that darker gray side view mirror cap. No LED turn signals. We have the hybrid badge here stuck on the side. Not sure about that. Color matched on the front and rear door handles. Right side fuel filler cap. There's your symmetrical all-wheel drive call out right here on the back of the vehicle. And of course, the Subaru badge in the taillight housing area. Then up top, flat black on the roof rails and shark fin antenna. We have a roof spoiler coming off the top, an oversized sunroof. And then in the back, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then in the back, we're going to have some standard bulbs for turn signals in the back, the Subaru badge in the middle, the Forester name stamped into the tailgate, Subaru on the left, hybrid on the right, flat black on the rear bumper area, and we have our exhaust, single-sided exhaust coming out the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 25 Forester hybrid, we have Subaru's 2.5 liter Atkinson cycle hybrid boxer engine mated to a Lineartronic CVT with 6 manual shift modes and SI drive, 194 net horsepower, 199 net pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 1,500 pounds, MPGs, 35 in the city, 34 on the highway, 35 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, hybrids are expensive, so here we go. Base price for the 25 Forester hybrid is $36,595. Then we have to add in a few options, which we'll go over when we check out the window sticker. Once we add those in, a destination and delivery charge of $1,420 from Subaru's Ota Gunma Japan assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $38,959. And for those who are interested, there is no import fee attached to this vehicle. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer where we're going to have black soft touch material. Then we have the lighter gray fabric insert with blue cross stitch, lighter gray soft touch on the armrest, flat black on your switch gear. Down below, decent door pocket. As we move in closer, we have a decent sized dead pedal brake accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Seating wise, full power with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger. At almost 40, we need to have power seat for the front passenger. Then we have the gray and black two-tone cloth interior with the blue cross stitch bolstering. Is firm but forgiving. The headrests feel firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Up onto your dash, you're going to have soft touch, and then the light gray with the hexagonal design and these cross stitch into the heat and air vent. Some silver trim right here, dark gray trim. And down below, large glove box, and then the infotainment system, Subaru's got to do something about this. This is the 11.6-inch Subaru Starlink system with built-in nav, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Almost everything is done inside the screen except your volume and tuning, four-way hazards, temperature controls, and defrost controls. Other than that, it's all inside the screen. This is a TomTom product, TomTom software product. As we try to do pinch to zoom, as you can see, extremely glitchy, and Subaru really needs to figure this out. Nissan also uses TomTom for their infotainment system software, and it's much smoother. So Subaru is going to need to do something about that. Now, down below, we have dual climate with 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. Control your fan speed. Here is the home button right here. You can hit that and all your apps come up. So you have your map, radio. We can go into that. Takes a second to load up. You got AM, FM, Sirius XM. So I do like that. With presets, we have dual panel action. So you can go ahead and move around, put other things up on the screen that you may want to see. So I do like that. And as we come back down, we can go back to our home button. Then we have your media, Bluetooth your phone, your apps, My Subaru to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone, general settings, car info, display info, and it does swipe, but again, a little bit of a sketchy delay. And then we also have shortcuts, driver profile, Bluetooth in your phone, auto vehicle hold, vehicle settings, where you can go into your dynamics control, your X modes, set those up, auto vehicle hold, on or off, steering responsive headlights, where the headlights follow you when you turn for safety, and I do like that. Subaru pretty much puts that in all their vehicles. Drive-in assistance, where you can go ahead and get all that set up. Blind spot monitoring, cross-driver lane keep assist, right, pre-collision braking, all that stuff, rear automatic braking, all that. You can be controlled from in here. So I do like that. We can go back to our home page, and then we're back to the beginning. There's your apps right here, Android Auto, SXM Travel Link, and your My Subaru. So there you have it. We go to reverse, and of course the backup camera scrunches up, and it is fairly clear with trajectory. And then you have your X modes up top, where you have normal, you have snow and dirt, and you have deep snow and mud. So they got you set there as well. Back to the beginning, and there you have it. Push button start right over here on the left, trip reset behind your windshield wiper control, and then down further, wireless charging pad, aux jack, USB-A, USB-C. Here is the gear shift to go through the simulated gears of this Lineartronic CVT. Down further, electric brake, 2 cup holders, and a 12 volt, and our Subaru key fob right here. Lock, the Subaru emblem is unlocked, pop the tailgate, panic button, nice weight, and then our armrest, fairly firm. We can open it up and we have a larger area underneath for storage. Subaru steering wheel, we have what Subaru calls a leather-free steering wheel. So it looks like leather, feels like leather, but it isn't leather. It's with light gray cross stitch, Subaru badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of this huge boxy passenger cabin in this Forester hybrid. Now, on the left side, we have our telephone voice commands, source, controls for the digital dash, right, volume, all that jazz. Over here on the right, we are going to have our adaptive cruise. There's your SI drive, sporty or normal, paddles on the wheels, and then over here on the left, you can have your headlight controls, fog lamp controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right, windshield wipers front and back. Over here on the left, you're going to have an EV only mode. Pop the tailgate. We can turn off that automatic tailgate right here if we want to. Open the fuel filler door, brighten dim the dash. We do have a manual, tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have a fully digital instrument cluster right here. And if you turn on your S drive, you're going to get a sportier curve on there on the bottom left. And then you go back to I, and it goes back to that more normal curve. So there you have that. And then, of course, you have additional information you may want to see when you're going down the road. Again, on the bottom left. So they bring up some good information, But let me know what you think about it. I think it's a good looking dash. Overhead console, got a spot for your shades right there. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. We do have the LED interior lighting upgrade in this vehicle. If you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button all the way to the left on door. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. Then the controls for the oversized sunroof. But the shade is manual, and this thing is so big that you got to stretch way back just to get it open. Might as well just make it an electric shade. And then sunroof comes back, wind buffeter comes open. It's a one touch, hold it in a second, it'll go back, hold it in a second again, and it'll go back forward. And then you got to reach way back with your arm and bring that shade all the way back. Now, framed rear view mirror with HomeLink and auto dim and compass. That's an extra option. And then we come into our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? No, but you have an extension. Getting into the back row of this Forester Premium Hybrid, but first the rear door panel. Same kind of vibe as the front, but we're going to go hard black plastic up top instead of soft touch, and then we're going to have some cloth and the soft touch on the armrest. Now, I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's hop on in. Easy with this flat roof to get in, no problem. Nice and big. Plenty of room for our head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11" in the back of this thing. And then we have soft touch material. We have two pockets with a separate little pocket for your smartphone. So I do like that action on both front seats, which is nice. And then in the back here, two heat and air vents, USB-C, USB-A. Those dead switches are for the heated seats, which do not come in a premium trim. And then we have the back seats, same cloth combo. Feel pretty soft. We got some blue accents in there. And we do have an armrest, which I like. Nice and soft. Two cup holders. So overall, quite comfortable here in the back of this Forester. Getting into the cargo area of this Forester Hybrid, well, it's a power lift gate. You can pop it from the key fob. You can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option where you can come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button. Beeps a couple of times. A nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now, with the rear seats up, 28 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Forester Hybrid. We do have the hybrid carpeted floor mats in here. The Forester all-season mat underneath that. Underneath here, a little bit of storage, but we're losing some space because of the hybrid battery pack, lithium-ion battery pack right underneath there. Do have some cubbies, do have some tie-downs. On the left side here, do have a 12-volt. You have the removable tonneau cover. And then, get the rear seats down, just reach in, pull the knob, the seats go flat. Reach in, pull the knob, the seats will go flat. They're spring-loaded. And now, with the rear seats down and that tonneau cover out, we're looking at 69 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Forester Hybrid, so a bit less room for storage in the Hybrid versus the gas Forester. Window sticker, here we go, 25 Forester Premium. Consumer Reports recommend the vehicle, government safety ratings. Fuel economy estimates. Standard equipment. Options. Total vehicle MSRP, $38,959. We'll call it $39. Whew. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Subaru Forester Hybrid. We got premium trim action with some options. But right off the bat, you get great visibility in a Forester. Huge glass, big boxy shape, nice and easy to see out of. Nice side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision. All that action in here for safety. The full suite of Subaru EyeSight technology in here. LED lighting up front for safety as well. You got the steering responsive headlights, the rear automatic braking, the emergency braking. So a lot of stuff for safety, as you would expect, because that's how Subaru bills themselves in the market. And you know what? The suspension's well damped. We have a raised suspension in this Forester, 8.7 inches of ground clearance. So this can do some light off-roading if you need to. We got some X modes for that reason. Snow, mud, sand, that sort of thing. Or just regular normal, like we have it on now. The weak part of the car is this 11.6 inch glitch-ridden Starlink system. Subaru needs to get this thing shaped up a little bit better. Either have TomTom sharpen this up like Nissan did and make it smoother, or just switch over to another system like Nissan has done with their newest vehicles like the Murano, the Armada, and go with the Google Assistant system, which is beautifully smooth. And get away from this, because this is just too glitchy, and for anybody younger, they're not going to like it because the technology is old, and for anybody older, they're going to get frustrated with it because it's glitchy. Brakes feel good, no problem. And of course, with the hybrid, you get more horsepower and torque than you do in the gas version. And it's nice and smooth, gets up to speed. You got 194 net horsepower, 199 net pound-feet of torque. So that's pretty darn good. We'll come down here, we'll turn this baby around. All right, we're ready to turn around. Turning radius 17.55 feet. Nice and tight, and around we go, no problem. But now we got S drive for the sportier drive. We can move our gear shift to the left, put it in the manual mode, and shift with the paddles in a hybrid Forester. Really? Very little change with the paddles. And why, oh why, for me, would anybody downshift sound better in these fake downshifts? But it picks up pretty good in the S drive. But why would anybody, in my view, want to drive a Forester hybrid in sport mode with paddles and lose MPG? The whole point of this vehicle is big MPG action, not hooning it around and getting crappy gas mileage, right? So we're going to get this back over to drive, and we're going to get back into iDrive, because that's where I think people are going to drive this thing, not in sport mode. But the paddles and the sport mode and the manual shifting is here in this Forester hybrid, in case you want to take this to the track or autocross this SOB. But anyway, you let me know what you would do when it comes to the Forester. Now, the Forester hybrid, the gas mileage isn't as good as other hybrids in its class, like the RAV4 gets better gas mileage in their hybrid system, or the Honda CR-V hybrid system gets better gas mileage. Hyundai gets better gas mileage in their Tucson hybrid. So Subaru's got to do something a little bit better here. It's a nice first try, but considering you can get 30 miles to the gallon on average in a gas, maybe 29, 30 in a gas Forester on average, and this is 35, that's only 5 or 6 miles per gallon better at a very heavy additional cost and price. And you're never going to make that back in gas savings if you don't keep the car at least 10 years. And a lot of people don't. So you let me know what you would do. Forester hybrid, Forester gas, or maybe you go RAV4, Honda HR-V, Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage hybrid instead. You let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Ciocca Subaru here in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Subaru Forester hybrid premium trim with all-wheel drive in crimson red pearl for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.